So back when I was about 8 or 9 years old, I remember being very curious. I want to know what it's like to be in the ocean. And so my parents bought me a ticket to go out on a glass bottom boat. You ride on the boat, you feel the waves, and you look down and you can see through the glass and see the fishes and the surface of the ocean below. And I felt like I knew what is the ocean. And it was only years later, as I grew up, I tried scuba diving. And I learned that you can dive in to the ocean. You can see hundreds and thousands of fishes. You can see where they live. You can feel the temperature of the water on your body and the currents pull you along. You can move like the fishes do, and you can understand this amazing, incredible world that is invisible to anybody outside. Well, when I first joined Toastmasters, I kind of approached it like I was still riding in a glass bottom boat. I'll do a speech or two, but I'm not going to go in too deep. I'm busy at work, my family takes up a lot of my time, all those things. And I felt like I was really there. Well, this past year was the most extreme version of let's get out of the glass bottom boat and let's dive into the world of Born to Shine. Let's fully jump in and spend time with it. And just like when I discovered the ocean, you start to see the amazing intricacies of this club and the people that's in it and the things that we do. I got to know much more someone like Sally, our officer, who has this incredible love, incredible faith, incredible strength to serve the club, to serve God, and will overcome any personal fears or struggles to become an amazing president. You get to see that kind of growth when you dive in. I got a chance to know Quan, to taste his amazing recipes that he cooks for dinner, and to see his power of personality and see the strength to go into a VPE job that maybe some parts don't come as naturally, and yet gave us amazing meetings every single week. And I got a chance to spend more time with John, a person, John Chow, who is the definition of commitment. If he says he'll be there, if he says he'll do a job, he does it with pleasantness, with kindness, with dedication, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're a customer and he has to go through 5 weeks of quarantine to visit you, or anything with a club, he'll be there if he says he'll be there. And again, the Born to Shine, we saw the shining light of Tina going from a shy new member hiding in the back to an amazing president in the past, and this past year, a full of personality VPM. And one of the most amazing opportunities was a chance to also work with Jenny. Jenny, who has been district roles, who has been president of Born to Shine, who's helping her husband get a restaurant going, who's switching a job, who's moving, who's getting married. And yet, when the club needs her to be VPM because Patty's going to the US, she jumps in without question and does an incredible job with a smile on her face and joy. There's an amazing world of officer teams, an amazing world of members. When you dive into Born to Shine, you get to see all the amazing stories, all the little funny moments, like our timer, Jason, stepping up, ending up at a table topic where he has to say, which Avenger I think Quan is. And so all of a sudden you hear his tales of the green guy because he doesn't know who is the Hulk, but he delivers it and it was awesome. Or we get to see Cherie's incredible, unusual hatred of Hello Kitty for stealing the glory from Delimo. There's so many interesting, wonderful personalities living in the world of Born to Shine when you dive in. I got to taste the magic of Lester's homemade hummus when I'm reaching out and I want to meet people during happy hours. And I have the privilege and honor to walk side by side with someone like Queenie and see the strength of a superhero and her dedication and determination, her love, her character as she fights through the most difficult fight of her life with cancer. And then see the love of all the members who poured out generously, both in visiting, like May and everybody. I think Holmes has visited, but you see the love, you see the generosity. So anybody who's riding along on the Born to Shine or TGIF glass bottom boat, kind of joining a little bit, giving a speech or two, I encourage you, dive in. It is an amazing, intricate world if you get to know people, if you get involved in their lives, if you join as an officer, if you enter those contests, if you jump in on those team building events. Thank you. It is an honor and a pleasure and one of the greatest things in my life to get involved in Born to Shine and TGIF. And it has been an amazing year. It was not amazing in this past year because I made it amazing. I was busy, I was stressed, I was running in different ways. But the love and the wonder and the amazing nature of my fellow officers and of the members carried the year along and made it a terrific memory. So from the deepest part of my heart, I thank you. Back to TME.